Okay, so let's talk about the ego versus the spirit, because this is something that everybody struggles with, and this is something that everybody wants to improve. There's your the egotistical side of you, and there's the spiritual side of you. So the egotistical side is more based upon what's outside, the external stuff, the money and the status and the power, and the stuff that's outside of you is your ego. And then there's the spiritual side, which is the internal, which is the stuff that's inside of you, the internal qualities, the feelings, the emotions, the stuff that makes you feel good inside. The things that connect you to yourself and to other people is the spirit. So the ego side is very prevalent culturally, and just everything around you is about ego, right? So you think that the money is going to do it for you, you think that the power is going to do it for you, the status, the girl or the guy, you think that's going to do it for you. But everything is inside. So what happens with the success is maybe you have a success here, you make some money, your status goes up, you get a great girl or guy, great partner, and you think that's going to be the answer to all your problems. You think that's going to give you the feeling that you want. You think that's what it is. But I'm sure you've all had that experience where you get that thing that you want, and it solves some problems, but then there are other problems that aren't solved by that. And so really what you're looking for is you're looking for that spiritual solution. You're looking for that internal solution. You're looking to improve yourself and the way that you perceive things and the way that you feel about yourself and the way that you feel about others and life. And so the real answer is to use those things to motivate yourself forward, but always to remember that it's about what's inside. It's about the internal state. It's about the internal resources. So you use the success to push you forward, always understanding that the success is only one piece. And the soul, the spirit, is what you're trying to connect to. You're trying to develop your internal resources. So this is going to sound funny, but when I was diagnosed with my disability, when I was diagnosed with muscular dystrophy, it was really painful, egotistically. It sucked. I went, oh my God, how am I going to live my life? How am I going to create the life that I want? Are people going to accept me? Am I going to accept myself? But what happened is, once I got over the shock and the awe and the fear and the anxiety, and I still struggle with it to this day, even 10 years later. But I was forced to look inside and to ask myself what it was that really mattered to me. What if I can't walk? What if, I'm going to slowly kind of deteriorate physically? What if I am not able to walk anymore? How am I going to be able to live? How am I going to be able to exist in the world and be happy? It had to be inside. My perception had to change. My internal reality had to shift. So that's what pushed me towards the Buddhism and the spiritual practice and the Qigong and the connection with others, getting involved in the jiu-jitsu world. That's what I realized I had to do. I had to connect to the spirit. I had to connect to the soul, because no matter how much money I had or how much status I had or how much power I had, that wasn't going to solve the muscular dystrophy. And I might not be able to walk. So how am I going to deal with that? If I'm in my ego, I'm not going to be happy. The only way I'm going to be happy, and the only way you're going to be happy, is to connect to the spirit and connect to the soul. And realize that it's internal, that everything is an internal problem, that you're looking for an external solution. But it's an internal problem that needs an internal solution. And that's how you level up. That's how you go forward, is focusing on the internal, not the external.